The pod people out there. The pod people. No. The pod people out there. The pod people out there. No, it's actually real, but don't let it be known. We're all pod people. We all know that they are there and you don't know it. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I mean, there's a show, I remember, and it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. We're already caught in the matrix of this whatever is coming down the pipe, and we're just there. And oh, the pod people are out there. That's no reality anymore. I come out at 10:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Just say, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I always love that show. And it really is. We're in the just doesn't matter part of it. And very sad. We went to this particular, it's the horror of it all. Yeah, it's the very horror. We're in the horror show. Oh my golly, we're there. We're in the horror show. There we are. It just blows me away. Blows me away that we went that far. And now we're here in the horror show. We're in a real horror show. And people are not awake. They have too much stuff in their mind. They're punching and whatever in reality. They just don't know that we're in the horror show. The great horror show. And we're almost ready. We're on the verge of World War III. If we actually climb into World War III, it's all over with. It's done. We'll never have a life again after this episode. And we're in the horror show. And I'm amazed I don't have anyone that's talking to me. Nobody. It's pretty scary. I mean, I can go up here and get more people and invite them in. And I'm like, going, send invite to Spellbinder. Or I can invite you. But I'm not going to do that. This is just going to be a video during us, the groups, and everything else. I mean, really? The team, all of us, really? And that's going to be it? That we know that we're in the dial end of all this coming down? I just heard them come out on the news and stuff and say, we've got freedom on the internet. No, we don't. They just took it away. 3,060 something pages later. You know what would be the ultimate of this is 2 pages. 2 pages is all we ever needed to say that we're free to talk on the internet. They put 3,000 pages 3,000 pages. Do you understand what that means? 3,000 pages. Does it take really 3,000 pages to tell us that we're free to say what we want to say? Free to say that we are free? And okay, if you people out there allow this to go on, that's your end. 3,000 pages of internet. 3,000. 3,000. I'm like, I can write this up in less than a page. We have the right to say whatever we want to, whenever we want to, on the internet, and that's it. Well, the FCC has a different universe. They're saying it takes 3,000 pages. This reminds me almost of the Hitchhiker to the Galaxy, with they have 3,000 things you have to do to make something happen. And it's like, really? They're going to play that game? Are they really going to play that game? Really? That's I wish I had somebody on here to talk to about this. Really, it's upsetting to me that you have to have 3,000 something pages to say net neutrality. Really? You have to have that many pages to say something so simple within 2 pages, saying, off me, off my internet, off this. It's laissez-faire. I mean laissez-faire in French. It's like laissez-faire. Keep your hands off of it. What the hell is the problem here? Why do I have to have 3,000, 64 something pages to say this? And nobody's allowed to see it until after it's passed, and you get to go back through it. It's like the Obamacare. It's like everything. It's like, really? You're going to allow this? I mean, you're going to be, you don't have to be under command of anyone. It sucks. It really does. It really sucks that we have to have a bill, the FCC tell us that you have the right to talk right now. And you have the right to have your own network. You have the right to do all this stuff. You got to be kidding me. This neutrality bill is 3,000 pages long. I mean, it's like, I can write this up in 2 pages and say, just don't screw with the people who are on the internet. And really, they're going to screw with us on the internet? They're going to come out and say, hey, you can only say what we tell you to say. Okay, George Orwell government, you can say that, but I have a right to have a free speech on the internet. I have a right to have my own news network if I want to. I have the right to do all this stuff if I want to, because, it will be filtered through and people will come out and say, oh, you're wrong or you're right. Oh, no, not anymore. You're going to have to listen to what the government says. Government says, You got to listen to this. This is the real news. CNN, MSNBC, Fox. You're going to have to listen to them. No more alternative media. And that's 3,000 pages. You got to go through it when they release it, and you'll understand what's coming down the pipe. And it just makes me mad. It makes me mad that this net neutrality that they came up with is 3,000 pages, and I can summon it down to two. One, the American people have the right to say whatever they want to. Two, the alternative media has the right to say what they want to against the corporate news, the corporate media, the corporate. I mean, we're under corporatism, and if you don't know that, you haven't been paying attention. You apparently haven't been paying attention. And we're going to have to do whatever they say. When Fox News says, there's a terrorist attack here and there, and oh my God, you got to go with it. Really? I don't have the right to go out on my own and look up other media that's out there and say, no, you're wrong. Well, that's why Fox News and CNN and MSNBC are paying the big bucks, multi-million-dollar. I mean, I would work for them if I could get away with that. But I'm not an evil person, so therefore I don't want their millions of dollars. Apparently, I'm a pure person for some reason, and I don't want their attitude out there. Why do I want millions of dollars if I'm going to lie to the public and tell them whatever the government says, say this, say that? And they're getting multi-million dollars. That's what this net neutrality is all about. 3,000 pages, and it hasn't been put forward to us, the people, us, the normal, the people that use this internet. Why haven't we been able to see what's in 3,060 something pages? There's something wrong there when you're not allowed to see the about the 2,600 and something pages, 3,000. I heard many rings, and they just passed this in the FCC. Why haven't we been able to see these pages? They've never published them yet. Not yet. Oh no, it just got published today. And I haven't had a chance to go through them. If it's been published today, are they really accessible to us, the internet community who live out here? And have we been able to see 3,000 pages of laws and regulations? It should have been only 2 pages long. It says, 1, we the people are allowed to say what we want to. 2, we the media, the alternative media, is allowed to say whatever the hell we want to say to them out there on the internet. Oh no, there's 3,060 something pages, and you got to abide by them now. And I think it's going to eliminate the alternative media. So all you have to go to from now on is CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, and that's all you have to know. That's everything that you have to know in the universe. And they'll tell you what's good and what's bad. And you don't have to think anymore. All you have to be is Orwell's world. And this is what we're in. They've actually, I mean, anyone out there, come on the air. I know if I got 3 viewers, then come on. I mean, you can't get here unless you have a link to get on here. Therefore, you can actually come on and talk. Talk with the dog, the fire wolf, who is mad at this. I mean, even my cat's upset. Well, I want somebody to talk to me about this. It's not right. It's just not right. How can they allow this to continue in our reality? I understand dimensionals and stuff, but this is, ooh, out of my reality. Oh my golly, dear Miss Molly. I mean, is this really what we're up against? Is it really what we're going to go against? Oh my golly. And I'm going to paste a link even on my start page so you can actually come on here and speak. Come on, speak to me. Somebody, come on here and speak to me about this FCC bullshit crap that's going on. Are we really going to just fall down on our knees and worship Satan? I'm just wondering. I mean, really? We're going to just send ourselves. Okay? Satan must be good. And we must suck his dick. It's a big dick. It's like, oh, okay, you want to play that game, then you just come on in and tell me that it's not right. Come on in and tell me that it's not right that the FCC gets away with this, the Federal Communication Commission. I mean, really, are you going to let them get away with your rights? I mean, pretty soon there'll be like France that show you how they're in I don't even want to go there. I really don't want to go there. It's a funny, funny world. Mad world. I grew up and I went through the system, always listening, always listening. Oh, you want to know about Mad World? That is the truth about the world. That's what's so fucked up about this world. It's mad world. It is. It's really a mad world. We're in it. I grew up in it. You know what they're talking about when they did that song, Mad World. It made me cry. Actually, Brooke. Wait a second. Actually brought tears to my ears. My eyes. Mad world. Mad world. It's a mad world. And we're in it. And it's all part of us. We're living in with FCC controlling the internet. How can we allow the FCC to control the internet? It's a mad world if we allow them to do that. They came out with 3,000-page document on net neutrality. I can give it to you in 2 pages. Leave us the fuck alone. Let us do what we do on the internet. Oh, but they got 3,000 pages. 3,000 pages. Plus, it's plus 64 or something of that nature. We're going to allow them to control our minds, control what we see here. They're gonna take say, you want to watch something on CBS, and they're going to charge you $7.99 a month or something of that nature to watch what's on CBS. And they're going to do this on NBC. They're going to do this on ABC. They're going to do this on cable and other stuff. I mean, when I first saw it on Hulu, that was understandable because they had a cross spectrum of shows you could watch for $7.99 a month. Well, okay, that's cross spectrum. Now each and every one of these networks want the same piece of the action, like a mafia, like something out of the mafia. Okay, if you want to watch this show that you missed, well, you're going to have to pay $7.99 a month and you'll be able to watch this. Now, I like Hulu. I really do, because you get so much and more. You get documentaries, you get movies for $7.99 a month. That's great. I actually pay into that. I'm like, well, I'm getting all this stuff. I'm getting the entire Hulu spectrum. But now we have CBS wanting to do the same thing, NBC wanting to do the same thing, and ABC. So is Hulu going to go up in price to $19.99 or something to cover all of them? I don't think we want that. I really don't think we want that in our society. I think it was great that Hulu's doing all this by itself and combining them in. But yet, what net neutrality is trying to do is you got to pay for each network out there and each component of that network, and you're going to end up paying, $29.99 or something like that a month for getting the same thing you was getting for $7.99. All we're looking at is repeats of something that was already on the network. They already made their commercial money off of it, selling Nissans and everything else. And they do that on there. And you're kind of going, well, why do I have to pay more money? Because they have failed in their own way to make money, and it's pocketed from you to them. And I mean, all this stuff is real. We are living in a absolute Orwellian world where these corporations need more money. Why do you need more money? I always ask that. Why do you need more money? Why do they have to take money from our pockets and put it in theirs? It's like the bankers with the, we want to know what's in your pocket so they can put it in theirs. You understand those commercials when you hear them, you actually understand. But this, it's horror. It's a horror out there, and we're living a real horror movie when you're actually paying in their pockets out of yours when you don't even make enough to actually pay for your rent, pay for your house, pay for whatever, and they want this money transferred over to them. This is why I disagreed with the net neutrality, because it had 3,000 pages and we don't know what's in them. Not yet. When we find out, it will be a horror that you never imagined before on your internet, on your TV, on everything. It's not just on the internet, it's going out to the TV, and you're going to find out what that costs you to get cable under Time Warner, under the other networks out there. I'm trying to think of the name of the main one. It started all this. Give me a moment, or I think of them, and they are horrible. What's going to come down the pipe, and we're gonna have to suck up to it. If you want your TV and everything under cable, under satellite, this is what's coming down the pipe, and they are going to rape you under this net neutrality that should have been 2 pages long, saying, do not touch the internet subscriber. Second, we don't have to pay any more than we want to on anything that we go to. Or actually, a third, alternative media will have to pay the mafia to be on there. There you go. There you go. And that's what basically this bill is under net neutrality. We want only a 2-page thing saying, leave us alone, let us watch whatever we want to on the internet, to we pay very minimum on any other network that says we want to charge you. That's it. It was really basic. 3,064 pages? Really? Really? I'm starting to do a cowl with my head turned to the side. I'm going, really? I mean, really? Really? Is this really what it should be? Anyone out there have anything to say, really, about this issue that just got passed today that we weren't able to look at? The people who are going to pay. I mean, well, we're going to allow them to do this without them allowing us to look it over first before they passed it. This is like Obamacare. This is like all the other bills they went out there and said, like Pelosi going, oh, you got to let this pass so we can see what's in it. Really? Really? We're going to allow this type of communism going on in America? I mean, that's basically communism. You're going to have to wait until it's passed to see what's in it. Really? I mean, the Constitution says you have the right to see everything that they're going to pass before it's passed. They can't just say, we have a 3,000-word bill and we're going to pass it. And then later you get to look at it. Well, by that time it's a law. And you're not able to offend against it. You're not allowed to do anything against it. I mean, we're going to allow that in America. Okay. I guess we're communists. Hello, comrade. I mean, really. Hi, comrade. We're a comrade. We agree with whatever the government says. And whatever it says, we are law. There's no justification against it. It just blows me away. why do we allow this? Why do we actually keep these people in charge to allow this? Hello, TJ. Isn't that something? He came out today and allowed what they did. I'm hearing a backdrop there, but yeah, okay. I think the government should be held accountable to its crimes, and that's one of them out of the many. There's a lot of crimes they're accountable to.
Am I live?
You're alive, live and well.
Ah, yes.
We are under communism, isn't we? I mean, when the FCC can say, you got to do what we tell you to do on the internet, there's something wrong. When there's 3,064 pages of a document and they didn't even read it, it's like the Obamacare. They just whipped it off and said, here it is, it's law. And the FCC is going, yeah, we have control now over the, I mean, what I'm saying right now may be a crime to the highest extent. I mean, they may well drag me off and execute me. I don't know. It's 3,000 lines later.
There's
I
nothing
mean,
to worry about. All your needs and all your internet problems are being taken care of by your internet police and your internet adjudicators and your internet
that's
higher
it.
ups. Don't worry about a thing, man. Hey, it works. You got Google Plus Live Hangouts. What more can you ask for?
Yeah, but that's going to change very quickly after this bill was passed today. We're not going to be able to say anything except, hi, Conrad. How you doing, comrade?
You don't really believe that, do you? Nothing's going to change.
I mean, 3,064 pages of a bill that should be only 2 pages. It says, I have the right to say what I want on the internet, and 2, I have the right not to be taken off, and that's the 2 pages. And they made 3,000 pages. 3,000 pages. Who knows what they got in those pages until a month or so from now when they release it and reread it. And what I'm saying right now can put me in the gulag. Really. I mean, it's scary. It's scary. I could be in the gulag tomorrow. I mean, really, we could both be in the gulag. I could drag you out of the house and take you and put you in a cell and
How come I'm not getting any face recognition here?
Well, I keep from doing that. I stopped.
You didn't turn my camera on, did you? You're blocking my
No,
camera.
I'm using mini cams. They'll probably illegalize mini cams as well in that bill for 3,000 something pages. I'm not allowed to do this anymore. Firewolf will go away, and I have to show my face.
You've gone off the deep end, man. Everybody's out to get you. Uncle Sam's out to get you. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying the bill is saying Uncle Sam is out to get me. It's in the bill. Wait till that bill comes out. Look at Obamacare. That was an abomination. I call it the abomination care with an A. And, well, you're looking at it. coming down. There's people coming out saying, I went to the hospital to get treated for this certain, cancer, and now I'm paying tenfold of what the Obamacare covers. Okay, there you go. That's the start of it. That's what I'm saying. It's not. It's the abomination care. And that will get me in the gulag just saying that now under FCC regulations. If you don't hear from me again, that's what happened. I'm in the gulag. They'll put me in a gulag somewhere, and I'll never be able to talk to anyone out here freely again on the internet because I pointed the truth out. The truth is evil. The lie is fact. No. Oh, God, I'm so unfamiliar with this world. I don't know where I'm at. Am I really on planet Earth, or is this some other planet?
What if I burnt this flag? Is there a law that says I can't protest this net neutrality 300,000 page document? I can protest it right now, and I can burn this flag and protest. Is that going to be against the law? Because I could soak it in gas right now and burn it.
Nah, if you look closely, it's made in China. Doesn't matter. Look closely on the flag that you're flagging. It says made in China. Chinese are making the American flag. It blows me away. I mean,
I've looked at Chinese flags.
Yeah, they're made in China.
They want good quality flags.
Oh, I've looked at them in Walmart, and I went up and looked at them, and it says made in China. It makes me laugh when they're made in China. American flags are made in China now, not in America. They're not sewn here or anything. They're printed out. It blows me away, and I know
what about the green. What about the green beret? Berets. Same thing. Beret. Yeah, they were making the berets for the green beret in China, and they found out about it. They go, we don't want them.
Do you blame them? I don't.
2 years ago.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I mean, really. I mean, we're living in a illusion. It's what we're living in. When the Hindus said we live in an illusionary world, now I know it's actually factual. It's a real illusionary world with all these, news media and everything coming out there saying this stuff and this stuff. And I'd sit there and laugh at them. Putin is not.
Wait a minute. Have you ever been to a Hare Krishna temple?
I've had their books, and I actually read through the Hare Krishna books and went through them. And then I burned them. But that was when I was a Christian and not a Gnostic. When I was a Christian, I actually read them, and then I said, this is blasphemy or something, and burned them. I had a friend who was Christianist in his own way, and he looked at me when I burned these books. You can't burn these books. And I wish I never had, because the artwork is really good. The artwork that was in those books.
It was really.
They're great. It's a great artwork. I mean, I've actually appreciated the artwork that this one guy who called himself Hare Krishna leader or whatever, And go to airports and you get these books and stuff. Give them $5 and they give you a book. And the artwork was great throughout it. It was really great. I liked the elephant and everything, and I mean, it was awesome artwork. The greatest artwork I've ever seen is Krishna, the guy that did it before he died. And he drew these books up with the teaching, and they were great. And I would like to have another copy of those, even though I burned them up when I was 17, 18.
I'll send you some Krishna books. I've got a few extras here for you.
They're great. The artwork is great.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, really, the artwork is awesome.
That's all I'm concerned with.
It's colorful.
I can't read that technical stuff. I don't know how to read their Hindu scriptures. But I look at the pictures and I try to understand the religion from just the paintings and pictures, like you do.
It's a symbology is what it is in their works, and they have this symbology. The symbology is everything. It's like reading the other books about the flying saucers and stuff. It's
the Urantia books.
Yeah.
You're thinking of the Urantia books.
Oh, I have the Urantia. I actually own a copy of the Urantia, and the Urantia is awesome. That is the most awesome book I've ever read, and it's scientifically, it goes over, if you read it, as scientists, it's like scientists wrote this book on the Urantia, and you go through it, and everything seems to be norm because of how they do it. And they don't believe in magic and everything in the book at the end. They're saying, I don't believe in magic and everything. But I do believe in magic because there's something in magic that they're not covering. And in a way, it's a throw-off. It's kind of like a separate thing. But I've read the entire book. It's in rice paper type scripture, and you go through the pages of 2,600 pages or so, and you're reading through it, and you're going, wow, this makes sense. This actually makes sense. And they're telling you from the beginning when we're frogs until the end that Christ came along, and they tell you the whole thing in the Urantia. Urantia is awesome. That's one of my favorite books. I sit back and go, it's believable. And it's like alien, ancient alien, technology and stuff. And like the series that came out on History Channel. And you have to believe that the Urantia is true. And you sit back and you see all this stuff and you're like looking at it and you're going, well, yeah, that makes sense. This makes sense. And everything makes sense as they go through it. And yet it's a technological book. And it's weird to see the Urantia. The Book of Earth. Urantia. Yeah, that's the name of it. The Book of Earth. But, and I can't see outside of that book. Every time I've looked into it, you can't see outside of it. They make it so plain. And it's like written by extraterrestrials that gave us the knowledge of the history of Earth. And we're in Urantia. We're actually there. We're in the Book of Earth. And I still see it continuing after the book was written in the 1930s. I understand when it was written. It was automatic handwriting, apparently. That's what I understand about the Book of Urantia. And it carried us through history from the time we were frogs until the time that we became humans. It's like evolution on a I don't know what you call it, on a it's like evolution on a hard hard something. Trying to think about how it came about. And it moved, and we moved to the future. And here we are now, after Christ and everything. I mean, they cover Christ and everything, and said that he was one of these noble people from Jerusalem, which is a planet. There's not a Jerusalem on Earth. That's a lie. But there's a Jerusalem planet, and he came from that and became, and I don't know, it's pretty wild. I mean, if you look at Urantia, Urantia is a perfect book to be involved in. If you want to know what happened over the period of time of a few thousand years, Urantia will enlighten you. It will wake you up. They're very logical. There's no magic. There's no nothing behind it. There's just them and their technology, and they came forward. It was written in the 1930s under automatic handwriting, I guess it was, is what I understand. It was under automatic handwriting. So, I mean, somebody was in a trance and wrote this all down. And it was from the aliens that are out there. I do believe in ancient alien transcript with the, Babylonians. And they wrote all this stuff down on clay tablets. And everything was on a clay tablet. That's the only thing that survived over 5,000 years. And they're able to say that these beings came down at one time and they decide to mine gold here. And they went in and mined the gold, but their people were getting so upset with them mining the gold that Anunnaki came along and said, well, as a scientist, I can geometrically engineer humans, as we'll call them, from the apes, and put my genes and my wife's genes into this, and we will create the human race. And it goes on. The Anunnaki text, and they created a race that could go out and be slaves and mine the gold for them, so they didn't have to mine the gold, and I made them very happy. That was a happy day when Anunnaki came up with the human race and his wife, and they created these beings. I mean, they went through all the animals, the mentors and everything else, giant bulls and stuff. And they didn't work out. But they did work out with the monkeys out there. And we became, and that's why there's no missing link. Looking for a missing link, It never occurred because it was the Anunnaki and an ape group that they fused together and made us. And that's why there's no missing link. And scientists will tell you there's got to be a missing link out there. And we've been looking for it for thousands of, hundreds of years. They've been looking for this missing link. And there never was a missing link. It was alien DNA transformed into the monkeys, and it became us. We're half them, half us. And that's the way it's been for thousands of years now when they put us together. And we gained a soul in a way, a different type of soul, where we die, we continue on like they do when they die. But their life spans probably 36,000 years and stuff. And they, have you heard that? I know you heard that, the TJ. I know you heard all that.
I've heard a lot of crazy stuff. Yeah, you got that right. But we'll never know. We'll never know until they come right down and land in the White House parking lot. What are these saucers? And so on. All right. But they're everywhere. Yeah. Let's talk about the one that just happened in Manitoba, Canada. If you're familiar with third phase of moon, yeah.
Yes.
Blake Cousins and Brett Cousins. Then I swear they're twin brothers. He goes, my brother, and every time I look at him, I go, are those guys twins or what? But anyway, he's been going over this Manitoba flying saucer deal, and I don't know who to believe. They tell us that they put up a sign and told all the residents on the Indian reservation to keep quiet. They tell us all the stuff that surrounded them. Went house to house and told them to keep quiet, and they took the one guy's camera and took the film, and they brought out all these trucks and everything in the middle of the night, and they barricaded this lake so they blocked the vision so the people couldn't see out of the lake what they were doing. But they did see before they got there. Evidently, these people saw it. And there has been one picture released. I haven't got a good glimpse of it. I had an artist rendition where they copied it from the picture, drew it out by hand. And you haven't read a thing about it, have you?
Yes, I heard about it.
Oh, you did, okay.
It's
on the Jackhead First Nation. If you've ever heard of the Jackhead First Nation, they might be Chippewa Indians, I don't know. I'm not sure on that. But there's like 300, 400 of them living in this village that surrounds the lake. And it could be another Roswell type of incident. The way I figure everything's Roswell. It's similar, the behavior is similar to Roswell. And conflicting reports initially are like Roswell, and it's just, it could be the Canadian Roswell, basically. I can't pinpoint the date that it happened, though. I just happened to be able to pinpoint the date. Was the 20th, the 21st, or something? I'm going to have to research that, see exactly what date it was. No, it's been in the last 4, 5, 6 days.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'll look back, engineer all that stuff, and make some kind of deadly weapon or something out of it. I'll make more flying saucers.
They do that.
Strange case.
That's wild.
So I'm going to have to fly out there or drive out there or something. You're only about a 7-hour drive from here, 7 or 8. I think less than that. I could be probably at the back door. Do you have any sleeping accommodations? Could I bring my sleeping bag and stay in the garage? I need a vacation out of here. You got a
Yeah,
garage or something I could set up camp for a couple months?
no, not really. I really have nothing. I am, it's
Gee,
a large house. I
backyard?
have a guest room. We have a guest
You got a
room.
backyard? No, I can't stand staying indoors. I'm claustrophobic. I'll bring a tent, pitch it in your backyard.
Can do
You
that.
got an outhouse? You have an outhouse?
An outhouse? No. We have a bathroom.
I'll have to dig one. I wonder if the city will allow that. Digging a 10-foot deep hole.
uh,
Can you imagine the old days, like when my dad and your dad were kids? Can you imagine they had outhouses? It wasn't that long ago, but if your dad was here, you asked him, you go, yes, we had outhouses. My dad had them.
oh, yeah.
Oh my God, we've come a
Exactly.
long way, buddy. We've come a long way from a wooden shed and a hole in the ground, okay? Now we have nuclear plants to burn
Working
energy.
toilets. Yeah, it's like,
What the hell is an outhouse? Jeez. That's it.
oh man, we're so close together in our own way. Yeah, I'm going to invite people in. See if anyone else comes in. I, I see 4 people out there that are not talking.
Yeah, there's 3 people watching.
Uh, and we need more. Now I got 3 people. I had 4 that dropped out because they're not able to handle the truth. I can't handle the truth. That I'm near a ley line, and therefore I have all this stuff. 2 days ago, I actually had a voice from my dead father coming in, and it blew me away. He said, "Brad," with a question mark, like he's looking for me or something. And he said, "Brad?" And I went out there and see the cat was the cat was asleep. So therefore the cat didn't hear it, apparently, because it didn't wake it up, it didn't arouse it. But I heard this as ominous as it is. I'm in ghost hunting and stuff, but I can pull the ghost meter up, the ghost talker, and I can. Is there anyone out there can talk to me right now? Yes, I heard yes. Oh yes. I'm like, who are you? What? I have a ghost box, and I started using it after I heard that. I heard it out loud. It was like, Brad, and it was in the other room, and it was like a whisper going, Brad. And
Yeah, well, we do not lose our identity when our life force leaves us. We do not lose our identity, our spiritual identity. I mean, it's a nice thought. That's the way it is. I think it is.
uh,
So you're just floating around the other side now. Yeah, see what I mean?
I can play this ghost radio, and they call it a ghost box. And I understand.
You mean one of those radios that plays the stuff backwards?
No, it's just a radio. You change so it scans constantly.
It used to be so easy.
And so it goes. And that night, they heard somebody here. Eric Hughes asked a question. It's like a Ouija board. Look. Okay, let me go with something else. So it goes to
I have to go for a minute. I got to go tell my wife something I forgot.
okay.
We got to go for a ride tomorrow. I got to tell her about it. She went to bed.
Is there somebody here? I'm going to do a ghost box live.
Oh, you poor kitty. Here, try that, all right? Go ahead.
I'll be back. I'll be back in a moment.
Dana?
Yeah? I'll be back in a moment.
No, don't leave. All right, go ahead.
Oh, I gotta go
I'll fill in the
pee.
blanks. I'll fill in the blanks, okay?
Okay.
Most dangerous city in the world, my friends. By far, Chicago, Illinois. It was just out in the press, the mainstream last summer. And more dangerous than Baghdad, more dangerous than not more dangerous than a war zone. No. I'm talking about war zones. Let's take a little listen here.
I don't know why it's doing this. Oh,
Okay. 3211, you have a stop? Robert. 1135, Robert. Outbound, a unit over here so we can get to the car turned around. 10-4, we get 6700 south on the Skyway, outbound. 10-4.
wow, this is fucked up. I'm having something happening here. I can't get rid of this screen. It just keeps coming back.
Is your microphone plugged in all the way? I notice every time you're on your microphone, I get a lot of static. I'm thinking your microphone's got a short in it.
I don't have a microphone. I
Is
have
my microphone short now?
I have
The
a
headphones.
well, yeah. Wow, I can't get rid of this. Somebody is fucking with my system, and I'm fighting them constantly. It's weird. Ah, and
Well, I'll fly out and fix it for you.
yeah, it's weird. I'm fighting with them, and I'm trying to keep these pages open, and it's like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Wait a minute. I'm going to be getting a visitor here in about 5 minutes, so. Okay, well, let's just shut this down.
Supervisor 20 or 262 at East Case Report.
Wow.
All right. Okay, yeah, well, oh, I got a cup of coffee here. Yeah.
I'm live here. Wait a second, I'm live here. Okay. Oh, wow.
I got my camera off now.
Okay, 10-4.
All right, I'm going to have to pull the speakers.
I'm gonna put this on. No, I have to.
There you go. All right, I've got to do something here. Pardon me.
Yeah. Oh, I got you on here, and I got Lyrics Dave asked an atheist MV board. I don't know what that means. And that's in my little bell thing. And I'm trying to. I'm amazed I don't have more people on here. It's very, very sad.
Yeah, I know. I saw the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life today. This little kid, about three years old, in Walmart, and he's totally lost. And he's got an African American woman there and a white man there, and they're helping the kid, and they're asking this kid questions. You know, like here's a 3-year-old kid, and they go, "Can you describe what your mother looks like? Can you describe what they look like?" He's 3 years old.
Wow.
Can
Yeah.
he describe?
Wow.
And the parents 5 minutes later was going, "Will the mom that's lost?" They were saying the mom was lost. "Will the lost mom please come and get your son? Will the lost mom?" And I'm thinking, it ain't a lost mom. It's
Oh no. It's something else. Wow.
yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Been a long time since I've seen a lost kid in a Walmart.
Yeah. And it's different. Let me put myself together here. Okay, energy's coming in. Okay. Get to see me. There we
Yeah,
go.
I got a visitor coming. He won't be here
No,
long. He'll be in and out. Yeah, I can hear a knock on the door. My dog will start barking. And
wow. Woof, woof. Yeah, woof, woof.
well, I've got these two toys. They're 6 inches long, 3 inches wide, and an eighth of an inch thick, and it's white material that dogs can rip to pieces and shred.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dog can't. My dog's teeth are so old that it can't eat. My wife's been giving them. There's like half a dozen laying all over the living room, buried under her blankets. And I find them, and I looked at them, and all they have is like maybe a half-inch area where it's like chewed about an eighth of an inch, just very little tiny little serrations. And I got, like I said, a 60-pound dog. That's the best it can do. And my wife goes, "It loves those things." Yeah, it loves them, all right. It chops onto them and then takes it in its room and just, lays them down. Yeah.
Yeah, I got my cat. I got my cat laying in its little bed, and it has a bed I bought at Walmart. And it's real soft. It's real. I mean, if I could climb in there, I would. Type thing. I would climb in there
Yeah,
with my cat.
I bought my cat a bed, and my cat, it gets so dirty from playing outside that, "What are you doing over there?" He just climbed up. He's not supposed to be over there. There's no room for you there, buddy. Oh, jeez. I gotta make a nest for him behind the computer here of newspapers and stuff every night. And I didn't do that. There's a big mountain of junk here for him. I'll make you a bed later, buddy. Don't worry. Your mom doesn't. I will. I tell my wife to make her cat a bed. She don't care. Throw a couple newspapers down. How hard is that?
Wow.
Yeah.
I
So I don't know what to tell you. It's just cold weather every day. I mean, it's terrible.
Oh, I know, it's horrible. Right now is a Oh, 8 degrees here in Ohio.
Oh. Oh. Let me check this deal here.
8 degrees in Ohio. Yeah.
Yeah,
The wind chill factor probably below 0 if there's any wind.
my visitor's here. It's 0 degrees. Right now, it's 0 degrees.
Wow. You're 8 degrees lower than I am. That blows me away. Wow. Degrees. 56. Cold. So cold. Man, it's cold here. It's cold here. Don't
0,
imagine
man.
that.
How much colder can you get than 0? Jeez, 0
8
means
degrees
nothing.
is,
There's no temperature.
I mean,
Absolute 0.
in the morning it was supposed to be -0. So you're going to be cold. You're going to make cold look cold when it comes about. If you're up that far north, and it's going to be cold. It's going to be cold. Oh.
It was so cold this year, I had to buy my dog a coat.
Wow.
I could show you a picture.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my hopes for an early spring have been dashed onto the rocks. I'm telling you, 'cause
Wow.
they even got worse a little while ago. They said, and it's going to be even colder later on, like the week after next week.
Wow.
It's still going to continue for another 2 weeks.
Wow. 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 Cold.
What are you going to do?
What am I going to do? I'm going to sleep in.
Funny things happen from this cold weather. Electronics and cold don't mix. Cars have got all those electronics in them, and they've got sub-zero temperatures and snow and ice and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, my speedometer, my car is stuck. I was going like 70 some mile an hour. My car was fast, and I let off the gas, and nothing happened. It still was going faster and faster. My computer can't handle it going to a web page and being on Hangout. And being on YouTube. What are you watching?
Kataru, Japanese performer. This is great stuff. Kataru's Japanese guy.
On YouTube.
I don't know if you can hear it or not.
Yeah, I got such a glitch now I can't do anything. I just overloaded my stuff. Santana.
Oh no, let me do this. Oh no, it didn't. Tower. It's Japanese. This guy is great as a Japanese performer. He has a bunch of Americans helping him with this. Did you hear it or not? I tried to share it, but it doesn't work.
Like a Japanese Jethro Tull and locomotive breath.
Yeah, basically, it's awesome. It's awesome. Kataro, Kataro is you gotta listen to some of his music.
Nice.
Nice. You can find it on YouTube. Just go to Kataro, and he's there. I mean, it's just he's awesome. I mean, this guy's an awesome player. Double keyboard. That's great. That's awesome. Kotaro. I ran into him 1990. I ran into him, and I was like, this is great. This is great music. You just do not realize how awesome he is. He feels his music. He knows what he's doing. That's what's great. Can you see it? You hear it. It's great. That's attention. I mean, I love this. I love this movie. Really, I did. I was introduced to it in 1990. This guy, Japanese artists here. I don't know how YouTube's advertising. You got it. I don't know how to get back to where I am. Wow.
That was a nice show. Oh, it's still going.
I know, it's still going. I don't know how to stop it. I don't know how to stop it. Wow, I can't stop it. I can't stop it. Oh, I'm blocked in. Totoro is now playing keyboards. That's pretty wow. He's multi-talented. I mean, this guy is great for a Japanese artist. He's got these American violinists that are just along with him, goes into his music. That's great.
Nice. I would call that kind of new age music. So I don't know if I'm live or not. I can't tell. Let's see if I got any. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I'm live. I'm live. Oh, live. Ah, you're back.
Kintaro. You gotta like Kintaro. I mean, this guy is an awesome performer. This guy. I mean, he's into his music. See the videos. He's part of it. He flows. I'm so. I mean, I met the music in 1990. He is still. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's really something awesome. If you haven't gotten into this, you haven't gotten into real Japanese classic music. I love this music.
Good boy.
I just love Japanese music. I really do. I just became in love with it when I seen the performers. And here's another one. I mean, this is open to the net as far as I'm concerned. I shouldn't get flagged or anything. It's great music, and I think it once it's out there, but you know, Amagram. I think AMGAM, Amagram.
That's enough.
This is all into the mysticism and everything of Japanese, and it's great. I mean, it's one of those things. Doing the ghost thing. This is a ghost ritual, and it's done perfectly as a magical piece. I'll be right back. Okay, are you ready? Hearing everything? Seeing everything?
Yeah.
I'm not already in this, but I gotta figure out how to end it. I'm in how to end this. Oh my god, I can't shut this. You won't let me shut it off. You're supposed to show this. Wow, I'm having all types of trouble. I can't shut this off. They won't let me shut it off. Apparently, you're supposed to see this no matter what, and I'm not going to get in trouble for it, apparently, because I can't shut it off. I still can't shut it off. I don't know what to do. I can't shut this off. You're supposed to see this. Apparently.
Post,
I can't shut it. Yeah, I can't shut it off. It
let
won't.
me
I
just take a
have,
deep breath. No, wait a minute. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Relax. Get you through this. All right. On the left-hand side of your screen, you will see some icons, and one of them says Screen Share, and it's got a green arrow flowing to the right. Click on that arrow. Left click on it.
that's one I had trouble with.
I
Say
think that's
cancel.
Try it.
No, I can't. It didn't go away. You're supposed to see this. Oh no, I'm getting that again. Oh no. There it is. I can't get rid of it. It won't go away. Apparently they want us to see it. You've got to see this, I guess.
Yeah, it's a sausage factory or something.
I have no idea. You're supposed to see this. I can't cancel it. I hit cancel and it does that little noise. You're not allowed to cancel it. I'm having some weird reaction here. It's not going away. Cancel anything. You got to see this. Wow. It blows me away. I hit the X and the X doesn't work. The X does the same thing. The only thing, the way to get rid of it is close the entire window, I guess. I can't do that about this. This is the most blow me away thing I ever ran into. I start playing Cthulhu and I can't get rid of it. It's like you've got to watch it. I'm not going to get hurt for this, am I? I can shut the whole thing down, but I don't want to.